To protect her safety, we cannot disclose the identity of this young Syrian lady, so we'll call her Eve. Until just a few days ago, Eve was a slave, forced to work as a prostitute.
We were never allowed to sleep properly. Even if we did sleep, if a customer came and asked for us, then we were forced to wake up.
After her parents died in Syria just over 2 years ago, Eve came to Lebanon, where a friend had told her she'd get her a job at a restaurant.
We arrived around 10 a.m. I'd slept for 2 hours when they told me the boss wants you to wear this and gave me very short and revealing clothes. There were other girls who were already dressed and made up. They said I had to put on makeup and do my hair. I asked them why. The man in charge said, "You need to go down and work. You're with us now." It was New Year's Eve. He told me, "Just work tonight and then tomorrow you can go."
Eve was being held captive together with more than 70 other girls inside this building in the city of Jounieh, less than an hour's drive from Beirut.
The next day, as I put on my clothes to leave, he smacked me across the face so hard I fell onto the bed. He shouted, "Get me the whip." They dragged me to the living room. He started swearing at me and said, "You're mine now. You will do what I tell you."
The sex industry in Lebanon is massive. There's high domestic demand, and the country also serves as a sex tourism destination. But there's very little government regulation which allows for people like Eve to be preyed upon and abused.
They would prevent us from asking the clients to wear a condom. If the customer didn't want to, then we weren't allowed to insist. They did. So many girls got pregnant as a result, including me. We were all forced to have abortions.
On Friday, Lebanon's police announced that they had uncovered the largest human trafficking ring in recent times. 75 women, most of them Syrian, forced into prostitution had been rescued. According to the police, many had been tortured and drugged. But the police themselves have been accused of mistreating the victims.
When the police first detained us, the treatment was horrific. If we fell asleep, they'd hit us. If we asked for water, they'd hit us. They'd hold a bottle of water and drink it in front of us to taunt us. One girl needed to go to the bathroom. They refused until she urinated in the cell. They made her clean up her urine and put the tissue under her shirt.
Ghada Jabbour is head of the anti-trafficking unit at one of Lebanon's leading non-governmental organizations.
What the government needs to do is to amend the law, not to be only punitive, but also to be protective, and more importantly, to be preventive. And here again, I'd like to highlight the importance of tackling the demand side, where we should ask the buyers to refrain from buying sex.
For 2.5 years, Eve says she's experienced hell on earth. Although she's now free, she remains captive to the memories that continue to haunt her. Jamal ElShayyal, Al Jazeera, Beirut.